Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you um, uh, for subscribing to the channel. All of my subscribers that have been here with me from the beginning, all of my subscribers that have um, that are coming in. I want you guys to know that I truly, truly appreciate you so much for choosing my channel as I work hard to give you great content. Okay. As I always say, we be on our real grown folks stuff over here. My subscribers are definitely quality subscribers. As I always say, I prefer quality more than quantity. Quality is when you got subscribers that ain't on your, don't come to your channel on the BS. Okay, and I definitely have some real grown folks over here. So I appreciate you guys so much. And there are also my analytics is showing that there's still slightly more people that is unsubscribed that is looking at my channel that is subscribed. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Um, I know oftentimes people just come to lurk anyways, but sometimes people really do be forgetting to subscribe to the channel. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay. And if you would like to support the channel, you could do that via Cash App. Okay. Well, this morning I wanted to do a little short video on Blac Youngsta. Okay. I did a video the other day, and I think everybody feels the same as it relates to this. Everybody is wanting to know, where is Blac Youngsta at? Okay, where is Blac Youngsta at? He seems to have been missing in action. Um, he's hasn't really been on social media, and before his people comes running over to my page, because when I did a video before, um somebody ran over to my page saying, he bruh, that's they said. I can only imagine if they are Memphian how they talk, because they typed it. I didn't hear their voice. Bruh, that's cap. Bruh never was on social media. Okay, whatever. The last time I saw a Blac Youngster post really on social media was, like right after these arrests had started, and him and Moneybag Yo kind of had the same energy. They was talking they was talking a lot about loyalty. They was upset with somebody. Who it was, I don't know, but it was kind of like, some they was throwing stuff into the atmosphere. And it could have been, because Moneybag Yo had a little breakdown and deleted his page, and his people ran on over to my page and talking about, he be looking at this stuff, laughing. Bro deleted his page because he be on music and making money. Okay, that could have been it, but I would think if he was in the studio, why didn't he delete his page? And you would think he would have deleted it for more than a damn day. That was like, right, let's see, that was after Orange Mountain Quit was arrested, and then Big Jook was detained. Um, and that's not a rumor. That is actually the truth. He wasn't arrested. He was just taken in for questioning. They got him over there at the restaurant, right? And so Big Jook was taken in, and then somebody was quietly, secretly arrested. I mean, it was just a lot of shit going on. I just kind of felt like it was too much for some of these people. They just couldn't handle it. So then when the page come back up, he talking about loyalty, and then Blac Youngsta, I have to say, he don't post a lot, you know. But then he started posting, and he was talking about disloyalty and all of that. So, I don't know. It could be a number of things. I'm sure they come into contact with a lot of people. I don't know. It just seemed really weird. But hey, it could have just seemed weird. Okay. So, Like I said, I was told that he was told to stay off of social media. I don't think a lot of these people knew how closely the feds was watching them when they was. I believe, in my opinion, that a battery had been put in Black Youngster's back. Okay. I believe that a battery was put in his back, and who do I believe was putting the battery in his back? Nobody other than Gotti and Juke, and probably more so Gotti, because in my opinion, I kind of think Blac Youngsta has put Gotti in a place that only God should be. And I know a lot of times when we feel like people have taken us out of bad living or done things for us, we go, well, we have to forever be loyal to them. But I think he kind of went overboard in his loyalty. Because when you think about this situation with young Dolph and Blac Youngsta, that never should have been. Blac Youngsta did not have to uh even had nothing to do with Dolph. He didn't even have to like him. He could have said, my loyalty is to God, so I don't mess with dudes, so I don't talk about him. But instead, he inserted himself like never before, which means he had to have been told to insert himself. You know that there was a battery in his back. You even heard Dolph say, Gotti push his artist out to diss me. And I still ain't got no problems with him. I can't have problems with somebody I don't know. Right? I never did anything to him. He never did anything to me. So to the logical mind, and Dolph had a logical mind. I mean, I can't beef back with a person that I don't know nothing about him. This is between me and Gotti. Okay, and I didn't see Dolph, and I never saw Dolph having his artists to diss Gotti in songs. Okay, I never heard it. So when all this situation happened, Gotti had young Blac Youngsta. We have to keep it for real, because Blac Youngsta could not have put out that assuming video. Okay, um, he could not have put out that assuming video if it had not been approved by his boss. So the heat was on them early on. You know what I mean? Because if you listen to the police chief when she did her conference, she said that it was a fast going investigation. I think I said early on, one of my friends had said they had not ran into a dead end yet. Every tip that they had gotten, whoever it was that they are communicating with, everything was checking out. Okay. So then we didn't see Blac Youngsta. He did the video and he kind of went away again. So then I believe, when that situation was going on with Snoop Bands, I said this because I sit back and I kind of watch stuff. And when Snoop Bands had added Gotti, he had added him, and I believe Snoop Bands and them was frustrated because they had been very quiet because they had started to find out more stuff. Okay, we know that the investigators are in very close contact with Young Dolph's immediate family, and I'm sure that they may share some of that information with some of his artists. So, and then they're in the streets; they know exactly what happened. So it don't, and I'm not saying they know what happened because they had something to do with it. Hell, everybody hears some. If it's people in the street, it's people that live way over across in North Memphis that may have heard something, but just because they hear something doesn't mean that they had something to do with it. Absolutely not. Okay. So Snoop Bands had added Gotti, and I said, watch. We have not heard from Blac Youngsta. But mark my word, God is gonna go get him, and he's gonna raise his head, and he's gonna start. He gonna do some stuff. Sure enough, we started. People was wondering if Blac Youngsta was still on CMG. They was like he was dropped, and all of the rumors was in the atmosphere, and he was not really responding. I don't know if they had him on social media restrictions or what. Even at that time, I don't know, but Snoop Bands was upset, and he added Gotti, and you know, sure enough, we just sat back and watched. Blac Youngsta had not really been posting. He started throwing out subliminals at Dolph, throwing out subliminals about he was gonna take out somebody. Um, And then we started seeing Gotti around him again. Said, bingo, there it is right there. He done went and got him to use him as a crash dummy. Okay. And like I was getting ready to say, sometimes people can be, loyal to people because you hear Gotti artists say, well, he helped to take us out of bad living. I won't refute that. I know how South Memphis is. It is very impoverished. I grew up in South Memphis. So I know how South Memphis is, right? The areas that they come from was even more poor. It was like the poorest end of South Memphis. Okay, yeah, we was poor. We was poor, but they was poor over there. Okay, and so you know, but with him being, I've always said that I felt like he was loyal to a fault, because what good is it for a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? I mean, a person can help you to get a couple millions, a few millions, or whatever, but hell, I mean, what good is a few millions? And I'm just saying in general, I'm not necessarily talking about Blac Youngsta. If you got to go sit your ass in jail for the rest of your life. So what, 2 million, what you gonna buy $2 million worth of noodles? All that the lawyers don't beat you out of, knowing that they can't get you out of something. Because they'll tell you, oh, we're gonna get you off here. They want your damn money. Okay? That's what they do. That's what they supposed to do. I ain't mad at no lawyers. That's what they supposed to do. That's their livelihood. Hell. All right. They charge you for their time, even if they know they can't do a damn thing for you. The game is to be sold. That's just it. And they go to law school and spend all their money, and they have to sell you a dream. Okay. Now, but whispers in the street is that he was told to stay off of social media. Okay. And that sounds about right, because he's not. Well, some of his people gonna start posting again. He never was on social media like that. Okay, but then he had a video. I'm reminded of a video that he did that Gotti approved, and I hear it was now word on the street is that it was a lot of what's the word that I'm looking for? It wasn't friction, but the video that he did, more than a man or something like that, or I'm a man or something. The video where he was riding around in a Corvette just like Dolph, and then he put $100 bill or something on his forehead. Now, people in the street were saying that was a subliminal. Young Dolph considered himself to be paper route Frank, and so with him taking that $100 bill and putting it on his forehead, cheesing, okay, which is sadistic on a whole nother level. They said that was a subliminal, as paper route Frank, he put money on his head. Okay. Um, you have to wonder about mental illness, and I don't know if Blac Youngsta is on any type of narcotic, but you have to wonder what makes a person so robotic. Because even somebody with a little bit of sense, I wouldn't give a damn how much loyalty they had to somebody, because God ain't out there making himself look like a damn fool like that. And he was actually the one with the beef. Okay. You have to wonder if there is any mental illness and narcotics in the equation. And I ain't trying to get no lawyers, no damn defense strategy either. Okay. And I'm just saying, and I'm anybody, shit. Um, but you have to wonder, because as barbaric as it had gotten, even with that video, you riding around in a Corvette that's just like his, that he had when he was taken out. Okay. And you putting money on top of your head, and then you got all of the cars around you that we've seen Dolph with in pictures. It was almost like an obsession. Okay. Now, word on the street is that they had to do a lot of editing to that particular video, that More Than a Man or I'm All Man video or something like that. I don't know the name of it. Now, that's just the whispers in the street that they had to do a lot of editing, a lot of re-editing, because allegedly, and this is just allegedly now, um, when the video was first done, okay, he wanted to, there was just all kinds of reenactments that would have been incriminating and tacky. I'm sure that his boss wouldn't have cared anything about the tackiness, because going to somebody's grave after they have just been assassinated is very tacky. That was just the lowest of the low. He had no issues with that. I think it was more so incriminating because people didn't know how much heat was on. Would have been more so incriminating to not re-edit that video allegedly, because now I think people care more so now about their freedom, than being tacky. Because when you can send somebody else out to do your dirty work, I mean, why would you give a damn? It's easy for people to say, I didn't know. Okay. And that is what has been going on. Send him out to crash out as far as he can to do my dirty work, because I get some type of sick gratification out of seeing him trolled off, even though I don't want to be the one to look bad. Okay. And it's a damn shame that a lot of these dudes don't give a damn about folks sending them out and making them look like damn fools and keeping, having all eyes on them. Because what they do is they put themselves in a crossfire, in a line of fire, one way or the other. Okay. Um, they draw attention to them, and even if they did not have anything to do with Young Dolph's case, these dudes out in the street, I'm sure they doing some criminalistic shit. Okay, that's just how I feel. Okay, so what you do is you bring attention to yourself and get people to start watching you, and whatever it is you got going on, especially if it's illegal, you bring in heat to yourself. All while others sit in their big mansions and think that they're making chess moves. Okay. While they send everybody else out, because everybody has forgotten the word of God. And the word of God says, what good is it for a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? And so many people are losing their souls. People like Straight Drop, Orange Mountain Quet, all these other little dudes that has an affiliation with this Dolph's case that is either in jail or getting ready to be arrested, because people have made money a god. And that's what these people that think that they're playing chess and putting a battery in these folks' back that ain't got sense enough to know no better is doing. Okay. But how many people know that you got to reap what you sow? So even if them indictments miss somebody, God has a way of getting them back one way or the other. Because God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. Okay. And it's a damn shame that folks wanted to see Dolph taken out of his position to include his life. They took him out of his life. What did the other guy say? SGT, that's on the label. I snatch people out of their bodies. Isn't that what he said on the song? Okay. These folks are sick. It's a damn shame that, and I'm not saying SGT had something to do with it. Okay. Y'all know I don't be knowing these folks name. SGT had anything to do with it. I'm not saying that. That's a little dude from Kentucky. I'm just saying I saw on a song where he was saying I snatched people out of their bodies. And I said that to say this, that's the mentality of a lot of these dudes, because they can't decipher what's real from what's not real from reality. They want to be gangsters. They end up ruining their own lives. And this a lot of people ruin lives. It started the day that they killed Dolph. They ruined Dolph's life and his children's life because they robbed him and his children of their future together. All while they ducking and dodging, but you can't duck and dodge no indictments. You just can't do it. It's a damn shame these niggas knew that what they did was wrong, and I have to speak what's real because ain't nobody telling them what's real. They consistently putting the battery in their back. Yeah, man, we getting money, man. I'm making y'all rich, man. They just talking because they broke, man. But at the core of it, they know it was wrong. Because if what that insurance agent says is true, and I don't know if it's true or not. We know he said it. If what he says is true, what he says that is Matthews, when Blac Youngsta stood in his office and said, "Can I have a hug, man?" I knew Blac Youngsta's great aunts. So at the core of that, okay, at the core, and I always talk about how they know God. When he stood in an office, he asked for a hug, and not the investigator, but the insurance agent said, he said, "Man, I didn't do it, man. Can I have a hug?" What was implanted on the inside of him before, all of this other stuff, all of this barbaric. I don't know if he's on any type of narcotic. I don't know that. I don't know if there's any mental illness, but and I ain't trying to give no defense attorneys no strategy either, okay? I'm just saying. But at the core of him, he knew that what happened over there at that cookie shop, where that young man laid dead, was wrong. There was nothing human about what they did. And now you got Negroes ducking and dodging these indictments. You can't duck and dodge no indictment. You just can't do it. Because God says, when I get them back for what they did, you're going to see me get them back. So now what they doing is they sending out these little young dudes. They jumping all on social media instead of telling them, bruh, stay your ass out social media, pointing guns in people's investigators' faces and shit, knowing that them folks looking and tracing back to your camp. They want these little dudes to go as far as they can go because they don't give a damn that they gonna have to go do a whole lot of time. The mentality now is, it's in my way, get rid of it. Pathetic. And then have the nerve to stand on their soapbox and talk about what the police and the feds trying to do to a black man's that's rich. They did it to themselves. And so just like Dolph could not live his life, I wonder why these Negroes think that they're supposed to live their life. Their family's going to be able to come and see them. Dolph's family cannot physically see him or hear his voice or nothing. His children, his young children, have to go down to the grave. Okay? But God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. So yeah, that's the whispers on the street, that he has been told to stay off of social media. And I think about that I'm a Man video and how he was riding around in a Corvette that was just like Dolph's, and then he put that $100 bill on his head. Even then, it was something robotic and barbaric about that. Because, like I was saying, the rumor on the street is that when he put that $100 bill on his head, he was implying something. A lot of people, and I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying the whispers. The talk on the street was that he was basically, when he put that, Dolph said he was paper route Frank. So he put that $100 bill on his head. A lot of people said that they felt like now he was putting into the atmosphere. He had put some money on somebody's head. What is human about that? What is human about that? Nothing. It's sickening. Okay? It's sickening. If that's true, it's sickening. But now people are saying that he's been restricted on the internet, been restricted from social media and things of that nature. I know his folks gonna come over here, child. So he never posted on social media. Okay, he never posted on social media. Okay, that's cool. Child, they be coming over here throwing a little salt. You can, as long as you don't be disrespectful. I throw the salt right back at them and we move on with life. Because I'm a grown woman. Okay. I know when they done send some kids out and when it's a grown man with a little sense, because he'll come over and throw some salt. They have different people. I throw salt back at them, they'll move on. When they send out a crash dummy, which law enforcement is always on alert so they can trace. We know that too. Okay. And it's a damn shame how a lot of these kids' lives they mess up because they're on drugs. Like I said, mental illness is off the chain. And they trick these kids like, man, I'm gonna get you a lawyer. After what happened to Straight Drop, I can't understand. That's how you know these kids are barbaric on this fentanyl and shit. Because after Straight Drop went without a lawyer for a whole year, that should make anybody think twice about going messing their lives up. But people, even still, their minds have told them, they still, can be promised a deal or something, a deal that they'll never get. And even if they pay them a little money, it's gonna go to a lawyer. These lawyers getting rich like 40 going north just in the Memphis area off of these damn foods. They took the plug out as it relates to music, and I truly believe, I truly mean that. Dolph was the music plug because he was teaching the game. He was not financially raping anybody. He was teaching them the game. Now, somebody had posted a comment about Dolph, and somebody allegedly said, that he talked crazy to people. Let me just say this: Dolph is a Leo. Everybody has ups and downs. Who's crazier than a damn Gemini? But the thing about it is, people want you to spoon feed them. When you about your money, I'm a Leo. I talk much shit. But whose heart is better than mine? Because I be wanting to see people win for real, and I ain't got a jealous bone in my body. But if you cross me out, you can't get back in because I'm too good to people. I be genuinely wanting to see people win, but people might not like you because of your delivery, because everybody want a damn pacifier in their mouth. If you is 25 and over and you need a damn pacifier in your mouth, you is damn retarded. And I don't mean a bit of harm, but it's the truth. When you about business, you suck that shit up and you take the knowledge and move on and listen to what the people say. Especially because they ain't got to teach give you the game. But folks want you to give them everything. You could just give me the money. If you still sucking on milk, you need to go take yourself to Lakeside. Okay? Because ain't nobody that's shaking and moving got time to milk feed you. These folks be wanting something in their mouth. If they ain't got a bottle in their mouth, they got a dick in their mouth. Okay? And I'm talking about some of these other men in general. Because they'll go out and do anything for another man. I'ma do it so he can help me. He said he gonna give me some money. If you got talents, your gifts will make room for you. That's why I say ain't nobody got the word of God in their life no more. Because people don't know that. And it goes back to what I said. God ain't give Blac Youngsta the gift. Whether people like his rapping or not, he drew some type of attention. And then God says the gift comes without repentance. It's a lot of damn repentance gonna go on. So how he feel like God has put him in a position? Because even if it ain't right now, at some point it is. Because when people get to sitting up too long somewhere and they're forced to pay for what they've done, They have a change of thought after a while, after they see people really ain't studying them like they thought. They'll give you a little something to make you think they stun you so you can go out and do their dirty work. In the end, who wins? Okay? Because it's probably in the end only one person gonna be the one. And he still ain't gonna win because God says, when I get them back, you're gonna see me get them back. I'll say benefited. Because the rest of these little dudes ain't benefited. They gonna pay for what they did. It's a damn shame when God has put people in positions to truly help folks and they don't help them. They dangle stuff in their face like stuff was dangling in Straight Drop's face. If you do this, I'll give you this. If the little dude Straight Drop wasn't no bad looking dude, I got a daughter right now that said, Mama, I don't mean no harm. But if I had met Straight Drop before all this stuff happened, I had just ran into him, Mama. If he has tried to talk to me, Mama, don't be mad. I sure would have gave him my phone number. He wasn't no bad looking guy. He was not a bad looking kid. And folks said, well, he ain't no kid, a damn kid up under me. He a damn kid up under God and Juke ass. Because Juke older than me and Gotti. Okay? So why not help to direct these little dudes in the right direction? Hell, Blac Youngsta older than him. Blac Youngsta in his damn 30s. Now, he no damn spring chicken, no more money bag. Yo ain't either. So if they got a gift, why not help them to get their mind right? If you're gonna make money off of them anyways, so that you can make the bag for real instead of making folks think you got to destroy lives and I repay you for that. It just don't work out because God says, when I get them back, you're gonna see me get them back. He ain't never lied in his word. But anyways, you guys, yeah, they're saying that he has been social media restricted, and that's cool, you know. Because when he posts stuff, he seemed to not have any filter. Now they'll probably tell him to post something to bring attention. I kind of notice, and I think a lot of other people do too, when there's heat on sometimes, especially if they feel like somebody is throwing subliminals, they'll sick him on them. They don't really care about him being incriminated or anything. You just handle my lightweight. It's a damn shame before God. That's just how it seems to many. Okay. But I don't think a lot of people pay CJ Davis any attention. That's the police chief in Memphis, when she said it has been fast moving and we've been on it from day one. And I don't think they paid me no attention either early on when I said, my friend said, we ain't ran into a dead end yet. Everything done checked out. Hey, they didn't get into what had checked out or what a day. I don't know. Because I've always said I don't know everything. I don't want to know everything. Okay. But what I do know is that this never should have happened. And even because Blac Youngsta has not been named in anything, okay, at this point. But even if you don't like somebody, why be sadistic and put that evilness into the atmosphere of trolling a dead man that has children and a family with a smile on your face? That's demonic on so many levels. And I know a person that came from any home that talked about God, got to know it. You can talk about somebody being assassinated like Dolph did with a big grin on your face. That's sadistic. And this is what they put into the atmosphere. That's why I say we have to be very careful of who we support. Okay. All right, you guys, I got to run. I will talk about this a little longer. But yeah, they're saying that he has been restricted on social media. They finally trying to put a lid on him as far as the social media. Now they'll take the lid off him. They want to stick him on somebody. And don't care about him being incriminated. At this point, if that's true what they're saying, then it ain't because they care about him being incriminated. They don't want to be, because we understand that some of these folks don't really give a damn about him, never did. Because when people care about you, they don't let you get into their beefs. They try to preserve you and keep you out of that. They don't want that for you. Okay. Anyways, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to donate to the channel, you could definitely donate to the channel via Cash App. I want you guys to know that I truly appreciate you so much. I appreciate all of the new subscribers that are coming in. You guys mean a whole lot to me. I want you to know that. I do. I want you to know that as we strive, as we thrive, to make this channel better, I don't take you coming to look at my videos lightly. Okay. As I work hard, okay, to bring you honesty, okay, to be as truthful as I know how to be, okay, on this channel. And if I don't know, I'm gonna let you know. I don't know. I'm not gonna make up nothing. I'm just not gonna do it. I think people have been misled too much. I'm not gonna do it over here. Okay. I love you guys. I always put God first. I'll talk with you later.